Once a year we celebrate with stupid hats and plastic plates. The fact that you were able to make another trip around the sun. And the whole clan gathers round and gifts and laughter do abound. And we let out a joyful sound and sing that stupid song. Happy birthday, now you're 1 year older. Happy birthday, your life still isn't over. Happy birthday, you did not accomplish much, but you didn't die this year, I guess that's good enough.
So let's drink to your fading health and hope you don't remind yourself your chance of finding fame and wealth decrease with every year. Does it feel like you're doing laps and eating food and taking naps and hoping that someday perhaps your life will hold some cheer? Happy birthday! What have you done that matters? Happy birthday! You're starting to get fatter. Happy birthday! It's downhill from now on. Try not to remind yourself your best years are all gone.
If cryogenics were all free, then you could live like Walt Disney and live for all eternity inside a block of ice. But instead your time is set, this is the only life you get. And though it hasn't ended yet, sometimes you wish it might. Happy birthday! You wish you had more money. Happy birthday! Your life's so sad it's funny. Happy birthday! How much more can you take? But your friends are hungry, so just cut the stupid cake. Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday, dear.
Hello everybody, welcome once again to the Brony Show, episode 384. I am your host as always, here to bring you the Brony silliness for another week. I am of course Circuit Main. Of course I am not joined by myself. No, we have a wonderful list and a full room of panelists here to bring you all the fun and chicanery of another Brony filled week. Of course we are joined by Deathlight Productions.
Hey.
Textalion,
Yep.
Toakoi,
Me.
and Suki of the Otaku Ascended.
Yeah.
Alright,
As well as Fluttershy.
a lot of Fluttershy, which is I'm going to go ahead and immediately strangle her. No, I'm just going to silence her. Silence Fluttershy. The big boys are talking now.
Yes, Gagger.
And of course, as mentioned, we are here to bring you the silliness of the Brony community for this week. And this week, it's kind of exciting because this Saturday we have a panel for Rift Treks Live at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be spending 2 hours doing captioning. We got a bunch of pictures, and I'm going to get a bunch more, and we're going to invite people to join us and join up onto one of 4 different teams that we have set up in the Discord and come up with captions for these silly images all together. Yeah, so many yays, right, DM12? So the fun involved with that is we are currently looking for team captains, both, well, I think we have like 2 or 3 for tonight already, right?
At least got me.
Okay. Okay, we got Toa as a team lead. I think Tekka no, you're not a team lead. You're at least not for tonight. Was it for tonight? No, yeah, tonight you are. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tonight you are. I believe Team 1 actually has Coldust is the team lead of Team 1, and he'll be joining us a little bit later. So yeah, I guess we got one more team if anybody wants to jump in and be the team lead, at least for tonight. But we will also need team leads for Saturday. So if
you know what, I might as well jump in tonight because I doubt him. Well, I don't think I'm going to be able to help out on Saturday.
All right, and we'll go ahead and make team. We'll make Suki team 2. So, if anybody else wants to join in teams 1 through 4, just let us know in the Discord, and we'll go ahead and put in the special permissions so that you can see these special chat rooms that are hidden. That's right. I'm actually being subtle and sneaky about this one.
You're Yeah. just gonna give other people roles, aren't you?
Well, I mean, that's the best way to do it, but it's still subtle and sneaky.
True.
Okay, so, right, Suki and Toa, you should be able to see the teams.
Yep.
And if anybody else wants to join in one of the teams 1 through 4, just please let me know in Discord and we'll go ahead and assign you the role. We'll be doing team assignments here for the next 30 minutes as we go through the show notes and everything. First off, though, let's go ahead and warm up our vocal cords. And what better way to do that than a little bit of telling of what's going on with our daily lives with some What's Up, Brony? So, what's up, Bronies?
Life. Ugh.
Yeah, I guess.
It's like I finally caught up in my work schedule, which is great. And then immediately today they dropped an actual two leaf springs and a truck bed I need to cut in half.
Damn.
Ooh,
Just a standard Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, and my Fallout character got killed, so.
that's a
I rode
shame.
home in the rain yesterday. It was not fun.
Hey, it's raining! Yay!
Yeah, I guess that's something. Yeah, I think we're kind of at that point where we're just going to see the weather get all lumpy for a while. It's like gonna get warm, and then it's gonna get cold. Suddenly we're gonna see sun, and then suddenly it's gonna snow, and then and apparently Glass 4 almost got arrested.
Damn.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got like 4 inches worth of snow last night, so.
Let's see.
Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure I got on TNT like 4 or 5 times. Yay!
We got a famous person here, and one hail the Suki-sama. Hail the Sama.
I do find it funny that you can clearly see me on camera at one point tell Cody Rhodes to go kick his ass.
That's perfect.
That is
Fantastic.
Someone should gift that.
All right, well, let's go a little bit of what's going on with me, because I'm sure some people have some questions because of some of the things I've been posting. So, start off with, yeah, I have a bunch of these now.
Yay.
Yeah. And of course, this is a lead up to a little project I've been working on for quite some time, but I never found a good vector artist until recently, so... Well, a good vector artist that's also not expensive. So
That's the trick.
That is the trick. It is a big trick.
Oh, you're good, but are you cheap?
Yep.
See, I'm used to paying for big old expensive commissions where it's like, oh, you want $100 for a sketch? Fine, I'll do that.
Alright, yeah, I did get some vectors done, and I got them done by a Tumblr called Silly Yellow Pone. I would bring up their page itself, but for some weird reason, every time I try to bring it up, it just brings me like a little side thing here, and
Then click on the side thing, and it should open to the full page.
I've tried it. I've tried multiple times. I don't know why it will not let me show the full page, but... anyway, but yeah, I've Silly Yellow Pone. So if anybody is curious about getting some of their own done, he's actually pretty inexpensive. It was literally $10 per vector for me. Got him set up pretty quickly, and currently he's doing commissions. So unfortunately, it looks like he may be in a bit of a bind here because recent talk on his Tumblr was talking about how he might be homeless soon.
Ouch.
Kritsky.
Yeah. So it might be a good idea to reach out sooner than later if you are at all interested, because I'm sure he would appreciate the help. But in either case, that is a little side thing that I have going on. So soon other projects will be starting to pop up. Get excited for that. And of course, some of you already got the hint at the opening video, but yes, this week is my birthday, to be specific. Tomorrow is my birthday. Yay. I'm only getting older.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Somebody quick turn on that song from Futurama with that dog.
No.
I can't remember the song right now.
No, don't do that. No. No. Okay, that's enough of that.
calm down there, Palpatine. Calm down.
No. Okay, moving on. So yeah, a lot of crazy stuff going on for me this week. However, yeah, the big thing is Rift Cafe Live, which we hopefully will see all of you on Saturday, and much more. But that's enough of my little soapbox here. Anybody else have any other What's Up Brony going on before we go ahead and move on to the news?
Nope, news time.
Thank you, Toa, for speaking for everybody.
Nope, news time.
Okay then. All
One of
right.
my car's next.
All right, so let's go ahead and get started on some news here. Starting off with, of course, as I mentioned, the Rift Cafe will be doing their Rift Live starting at 9 a.m. Mountain Time.
So that is 11
Eastern. It's 11 Eastern.
Yep.
11 a.m. Eastern. It looks like they have about 8 different panels, if I saw right. How to edit audiobooks, doing pixel art and plushies, fighting herds, tips and tricks, Zan reviews, live mysterious Mayor Duel. River City plays Jackbox, the same exact time as our caption collaboration.
Yeah.
So great,
I probably should join in with the audio editing because that's actually the crew that I work for, and Props is one of the editors on the crew. So
Well, you may hop in.
Yep.
I said it might be an idea because I have 6 years of experience on him. So
And also a Smash Brothers tournament.
Boss, be happy they aren't trying to put us against the Smash Brothers.
No, I'm pretty sure that would be bad. But in any case, so yeah, a lot of exciting stuff. So if you are all interested, we'll be sure to post about it in the show in the Discord as it goes, and I'll definitely be taking a look at some of it. So anyway, let's go ahead and move right along to other little bits of news. The Hasbro Toy Fair has happened. Or to be specific, the New York Toy Fair has happened. That means lots and lots of fun Little Pony stuff popped up for people to see. So we're going to go ahead and analyze it all because that's what we do. We criticize other people's work and make mockery of it if it's terrible.
Well, it at the very least showed us that, yes, they haven't given up on Pony Life, and it's an actual thing that's happening.
There's no way they were going to give up on Pony Life, though. Admittedly, it's kind of funny. They haven't done it. They haven't re-put up that advertisement or edited it in any way. They just kind of got rid of it, and that was it. That is really weird. So, yeah, first off, of course, we got a rather large figured Celestia with, looks like posable wings, and it looks like they glow too.
About to say, because like it looks like those wings are supposed to be moving because that's clearly a joint in there. Like there's clearly space for the wings to move.
Yeah, I think it's more funny that if you look in the background there, it almost looks like she's directly plugged into like this giant power adapter.
she might be. You don't know.
She lights up. Next, we also have some cushions and throw pillows. I do have to admit, the weird Rainbow Dash there with nom 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 right all over the freaking pillow is kind of funny. At least I hope that says nom, or it could be saying mom, but I don't think that's an M there.
It
looks like NOM.
Yeah, it does look like nom.
Yeah.
So we got that. My Little Pony shirt, because why not?
Going back to retro.
It actually says unicorn power at the on the bottom of it. You can see there.
Oh yeah, it does say
Yeah.
unicorn power. That's
Unicorn
right, everybody.
Master Race.
Yeah, unicorn master race, everybody. Unicorn power.
As a
You hold up
robot,
one finger and just go unicorn power, and we're gonna have Twitter ready to destroy you in about 3 minutes. Okay, apparently something really crazy happened in the chat room here because we're talking about somebody saved a life here, and okay.
Yeah, we were talking about when Glass almost got arrested over the week.
All right, so okay, we're gonna have to read this, everybody. I hope you can bear with me. All right.
Okay.
So I was Glass. I hope you don't mind me reading this. So I was at work driving. Blah 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 blah. Toa. So I was at work driving a crew down to a trade spot in Missouri. The crew wanted to stop for some food, so I pulled into a Subway that connected to a Walmart. But speaking of which, I have seen a couple of those. I don't mind them too much, but I prefer an actual standalone Subway. Call me crazy. Been driving for like 3 hours, so when the crew went for food, I walked around the parking lot getting the blood flow back into my legs, where I saw a kid bundled up like he was ready for a trip to the Arctic in a minivan. Let's see. Windows weren't cracked. It was about 70 degrees outside, and he was apparently very pale. So he quickly ran into the store, told the greeters, and one of them ran to get the cops, and the other followed to check on the kid. So greeters at the door tried to, while the greeter was trying to open the car door, he headed back to the company van to get a window cracker. And he broke the window open and got the kid out with a coat off and back in his van with air conditioning going and a bunch of water to get the kid. And apparently, yeah, the mom was pissed. A big surprise there. No offense, I mean, usually if somebody is that negligent to leave their kid in a car like that, they're gonna do the angry parent trailer trash bullshit.
Ugh, angry parents, I hate them.
well,
Yeah.
here's the smart thing, though. He at least had another witness.
No, yeah, he told the store, they called the police, but he did also take action, which was good on both parts, but getting a witness to see what exactly was going on so it wasn't your word versus is definitely a smart move.
Yeah.
Also, they have the ability to show the camera.
And the crew also apparently showed up for the window smashing too, so he had multiple witnesses to show that was happening.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently he had to explain to a site manager, which is why they were 3 hours late, because obviously they had to probably wait for paramedics for something like that. Which, yeah, I can understand that's kind of stupid. You have to explain it, but it is also, you're trying to do something good and save a life, so.
Hey,
So, you know what? Glass 4, we raise our glass to you 4 times.
4 glasses. Oh, buddy.
But no, seriously, that was some awesome stuff he did there. Even though some people obviously weren't going to appreciate it as much as they really should.
yeah. Also,
we do.
Scroll all the way down, so shadow scrolls, boss.
Yep, no worries about that.
Well, I was making sure because, delay.
I know. So let's go ahead and move right along to Pony Life.
Back to looking at colorful toys about horses.
The colorful toys about even more colorful horses that scare everybody. So we got some images of the booth here. It looks like they got a little sugar cube corner thing, lots of posters and signs. And there's the obligatory backpack with the I think we're gonna see these vector images being a little more consistent, which I'm not complaining. They're not so bad. I mean, they look cheapified as hell. No, they look cheapified as hell. But considering some of the weird other things we've been seeing in regards to how these I'm not seeing any really good examples here. Seeing how the weird cheapified versions that we've been seeing in some of the promotional material, what they have on the backpack is actually pretty tame.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, then we got the Fluttershy there. We got a little Fluttershy bag, Pinkie Pie bag, Luna bag. We got a pony bag with those weird vectors, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently magic is now a superpower on a girl's t-shirt, along with a fuzzy diary. I mean, that's the one thing that I have to kind of throw out here. I get that they want to, oh my god, it's a pony diary.
It is so fluffy.
With a peach?
With a peach! It's got Fluttershy and peaches! What do we have a possible new headcanon here? Something about
She
Fluttershy
really
and
likes
peaches. Fluttershy apparently has a thing for peaches.
Wait, but
Also, I
that...
think this goes with the strawberry Applejack somewhere in here.
But she's getting this from a box. That's bullshit. Oh, everybody knows peaches come from a can. They were put there by a man. I've actually been listening to that album a lot lately for whatever reason.
That's perfectly fine.
Damn, Suki, when do you get to be a poet?
I have no idea. Moving on. So
You
yeah,
never knew it?
I didn't. I made the joke intentionally. So yeah, we got the Luna Equestria Girl and Pony figure, Celestia Equestria Girl and Pony figure, Cadence Equestria Girl and Pony figure in the background there. Then we have another one of those cushions with Rarity as a marshmallow topping for an ice cream cone. Oh my god.
They know.
They're really going all out. I think they looked at like all of the fan art and they go, this is popular, this is popular, this is popular, and just kind of jammed it all.
Oh my god, we have ourselves.
Oh no! I actually can read it. It says unicorn at the bottom of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unicorn. It's unicorn.
Oh.
Again, second, I think we have ourselves to blame for the marketing.
No.
No.
even the depths of 4chan couldn't come up with crap like this.
We should know. We came from there.
Anyway, but yeah, we got the Applejack hugging a strawberry. Big
I'm
old
just saying, people seem to love putting ponies in food.
touche.
I'm actually sitting in a stream right now, and there's a person doing art of a pony in some ramen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, really quick here though, I do like the little minifigures that they have right here, so I might actually try and get some of those. They actually look really, really good. I mean, they still got the pony. They got the Pony Life style to them, but I don't know. They look not as cartoonish.
Also, hi, Trixie, Vinyl, and Starlight.
No, the reason why they don't look quite so cartoony is because your brain got melded by the chibi life thing that's going on.
Basically, the bar got set so low that anything they bring out is going to be automatically better.
Yes.
Alright. Okay, and just to make fun of this here, I mean, it's kind of obvious that it looks like she's just has a microphone literally stapled to her hoof, but it almost looks like it's some sort of cybernetic arm too.
Yeah, I'm going with her being a cyborg. A
Rarabot.
royal cyborg.
It's Rarabot.
Well, we already have Sweetie Bot, so I don't see why not.
Alright, and of course, Equestria Girls, we still got the little
Hold the
figures.
fuck up.
That's
How could you start talking about Toy Fair stuff without me?
Well, we're only halfway through it, so you still have a chance to jump in.
I'm still gonna cry.
Are you sure?
Cry
you're
them
watching
liquid
the series-
crides.
The series finale again.
I'm just going to continue crying. Anyways, so, oh man, the Toy Fair just happened? Shit. I feel so out of the loop.
No, believe me, I completely missed it until this morning, so I think...
Snuck up on all of us.
No, I'm kind of a part of it, mainly for the Transformers and the fact that Kamen Rider got a little bit of a hint there.
Not surprised,
Okay, so-
moving on.
It snuck up on most of us.
It looks like a lot of Equestria Girl potion figures, so yeah, Equestria Girls are still going to be branded off, as it were.
Honestly,
Alright,
these are still better than what we got first year.
Anything is better than what we got first year. They couldn't make anything worse than they got first year. Those combination Bratz Barbie doll things were the absolute worst, and there's no way they could have made worse.
Don't
Ew, ew,
challenge
ew,
the
ew,
circuit because believe me, they can do worse, and
Oh,
they
yeah.
will if you give them the challenge. Anyways, I gotta say these figures look pretty cute, and also they got all kinds of little accessories to have all sorts of adventures with. This looks divine.
Of course, we
Although
still
I
got
question
these.
the whole potion thing.
Well, yeah, we still got the whole questionable potion thing here with the basically unicorn animals. Oh my God! It is unicorn power. It really they're trying to cleanse the pony race and make nothing but unicorns. Everything must have a horn.
I'm all
Master
for-
race.
I am all for the gummicorn.
That's
The gummicorn has my vote.
Second,
Alright then.
they just want to make everyone horny.
We were trying so hard to avoid that joke. Why?
Yes, we were doing everything to avoid that.
It was low hanging fruit, man. Very low hanging fruit. So it looks like Hasbro did a quick tour of their booth over on Twitter as well. So here we got a very small snapshot of it because we don't want to delve too much into it for obvious reasons.
In other news, we are getting yet another Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Megazord that's actually posable.
In other news, we don't care. Well, we care, but we don't care about it right now because this is the Pony Show.
It's not Pony.
No, the Circuit May Morphing Grid is next week. Moving on. Of course, Hasbro did advertise a little bit about their works and everything. Their YouTube channel getting so many views. Discovery Family getting different things going on. But the big things that they mentioned out is the movie is still once again slated to come out in fall of 2021. And it looks like a fully produced CG animated feature. So it is going to be all in CG. And it looks like the My Little Pony is quote-unquote Core Kids, which falls under Power Rangers and apparently Transformers.
That
So,
does not surprise me.
no, it doesn't either, but I'm just kind of glad that we're not compared to the likes of Peppa Pig and PJ Masks.
That makes me feel a lot better.
When we are comedy, we don't have comedy. The hell?
Because ponies get dark. People die in ponies.
Ponies blast each other with lasers. There's nothing funny about lasers.
You say that, but then we have Pinkie Pie.
Pinkie Pie doesn't have lasers.
She has her own scary thing where she can just turn into a melding thing of tentacles if she wanted to.
And chat room immediately jumped on the morphing grid. Actually, I have a weird thing that looks like the Triforce that gives me the power of all Power Rangers from 35 years ago. Nothing new though, just 35 years ago.
Only 35 years?
Well,
Damn, man, you young.
Nah. I
All right.
Go Kaiju keys.
Moving back on here. So there's also some close up of the pictures. You can see the Twilight Sparkle. I have no idea what the numbered potions mean, and I'm not even going to try because that's going to hurt my brain. And I'm already behind on trying to get the ponies and food, which it doesn't look like they have anymore though. So luckily, at least there's an end to that. But why is never mind? You know what? I can't never mind it because this is now a thing. So we have Balloon Celestia. I'm just gonna let this sink into your guys' minds for a second.
It could be worse. It could always be worse.
I've scrolled one more down from that, seeing the brushable rarity. And I'm like, that kid is gonna straight up eat that hair.
Mommy! Mommy! Is this cotton candy? Can I eat it, mother? Why do I sound British? I don't know, but can I eat the hair, mother?
Oh, mother!
Okay, but yeah, we still got all the figures that we mentioned a moment ago. We got some other ones that we didn't quite get a look at, like Rainbow Dash and it looks like the Starlight Glimmer Equestria Girl is also there. Big surprise.
I also
Nice,
think I saw
nice.
Coco Pamel a few images up.
No, you mean Miss Pamel. We can't say Coco anymore.
No, Hasbro can't say it. We can say whatever the frick we want.
We've done that before.
Hasbro can't say it?
Well, technically they can't say it in full because they can't. Are you sure we saw Coco Pamel? I am not seeing.
I'm not seeing it either. I'm seeing Twilight Fluttershy, Sally, Ludi, and
I mean, the Sally one kind of looks like
Wait a minute.
Pamel if you look if you look at it really quickly, but
Yeah,
I might have been
if you just scroll by.
yeah. All right. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and move on here. That was pretty much the toy fair. Let's go look at the comics because Sakura is coming up. The official issue 90 has been revealed, including the 2 covers. This one
We're getting a Zigger comic, everyone.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep moving on here. I mean, just the background here. There's already like 3 different creatures we've never seen before. I mean, it's like the
elemental.
well, I
It's a
don't.
good pony.
Actually, let's open up a tab of these because while we look at this picture, here is the brief synopsis. Sometimes friendship can be hard work, and that's what Sakura is discovering as she reunites with Marini, Dust Devil, Cactus Rose, Medley Brook, and Crystal. But just as the past is being revealed and old hurts are being brought to light, an attack by fearsome Groot Slang puts Sakura's hometown in danger. So yeah, not only are we getting a bit more of a taste of Sakura's background, we are also getting a taste of her former friends, or at least the people that she knew in her life. How fun is that? And also here's another picture, though. This one isn't bad either. It's kind of fun, just kind of her coming into a weird house. So I think the one thing that's driving me a little crazy is I think the other the character back there that isn't covered in horns is the only other zebra. And it looks like the freaking zebra from Fruit Stripe Gum compared to Sakura. So
Anything could happen. Also, definitely think someone didn't like you using Zigger.
No, I understand that, creature. Yeah, I'm not exactly a fan of the word. I get it's a joke. It's just, unfortunately, right now the connotations are kind of a little heavy.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Sorry.
Yeah, I understand people not liking it, but I also go, why would I ever say that? That's a zebra.
Besides, I think we can come up with a better word. We'll call them zebras. Actually, that sounds horrible.
Zebbers.
Okay, so I just came back, and why am I looking at a pony version of Monster Musume?
There you go.
I thought that was it. Was this the Sarah Richards cover then? This one? But no, this is the issue 90 of My Little Pony comic with Sakura going back to her hometown, and those are her previous friends, who we have no idea who they are. Obviously, different creatures, and possibly the fruit stripe gum zebra as a secondary character.
Well, in the corner it says season 10, episode 2. So.
Well, that's the thing that they're going to be doing season 10 in the comics, starting off with Sakura's homecoming.
So, 89 is the first episode.
Exactly. But let's go ahead and show 87. Of course, 87 is it's a different little romantic little one, but we also have a retail incentive cover of Shining Armor and Cadence just sitting on a door as they're nuzzling in the lake. We're expecting Shining Armor to get shoved into the water and drown while freezing to death. But Cadence's heart will go on. Just don't try to paint her like one of your French ponies.
Why not?
Okay, sorry, I apparently didn't see a Sarah Richard one vaguely. Sorry.
They have a lot more hair.
All right, and finally on comics as well as comic covers, Transformers! As we mentioned, My Little Pony crossed Transformers with Transformers Friendship in Disguise comics have all been revealed, and we now have covers for all of them. Starting off with issue 1, which actually has a really awesome group shot and not a bad one with Rarity and yeah, I don't know the Transformers all that well, so bear with me.
That is RC.
RC basically shooting up the junk and stuff. And apparently what happens is when Queen Chrissy is actually trying to cast a spell to look for more changelings, she accidentally interferes with a space bridge and then, yeah, makes shenanigans happen.
Yep.
Megatron both realize they're evil. They're like, hey, we can take out both of our enemies. Hooray.
And the ponies are, we can defeat anything with a friendship of magic. Can you defeat 10-foot titans? We defeated Tarek. Good enough. But yeah, let's see. So the issues are kind of interesting. It looks like Rarity and RC are have a head role in leading in issue 1. Issue 2 has Spike and Grimlock.
That makes sense.
And also Pinkie Pie trying to share her information about Equestria with Gage.
That's actually Shockwave if I'm...
Shockwave also pops up.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was there with Gage initially, so that's that one. Then we have one where Fluttershy and Discord's tea time is interrupted by Soundwave. And Dash goes into a race with Windblade.
By the way...
And are also being chased by Chaser and the Decepticons in the process.
The fact about Windblade, the fandom of the Transformers made her.
Cool.
Alright then. And this is my favorite cover just because it is like Applejack is looking on his existential crisis as her entire apple orchard gets eaten.
How is her... How did she stay in business, honestly?
She doesn't. I mean, don't you remember any time that their apple farm is threatened and they may not see profits? They're just like, oh, this could end the apple farm. She barely stays in the black, man.
I want to say that probably saving the world a couple of times probably helps with that, but...
Also, I want to assume that all the Apple family farms technically work together, so because they have a monopoly over the Apple business in Equestria.
You know what? I'd buy that. I would buy that easily.
The Apple family is a strong group.
But in any case...
They'll make you an offer of friendship you can't refuse.
So in this case, the Insecticons descend onto Applejack's farm and begin to devour apples. So AJ and her family has to try to rally and save the farm. And finally, this also has Optimus Prime, Twilight Sparkle banding the ponies and Autobots to get things back together. Of course, the funny thing about all of these covers, if you notice, they're retail incentive. So if you do want to get these particular covers, they are going to be a little more pricey. But they are really fun looking. No, I might just go for the standard one for the first one, just because I just like that giant group shot right there.
Yep.
So, with that in mind, that is all the comics coming out. Now, how about a giant Hasbro Easter egg for Easter? Obviously. But apparently, there's a Hasbro Egg Surprise that is at various retailers. It looks like it was found in Kroger's and Fred Meyer, about $30. And somebody found one at their local. I don't know if it's Kroger or Fred Meyer, but it looks kind of like Fred Meyer to me. But I could be wrong.
The top, wait, that first picture you're looking at, where it's got in the back, it says like the Fresh for Everyone thing.
Yeah.
That's Kroger.
I figured it should have been. Okay.
I've seen these in stores. They look boring.
Oh, you think that's fun? You see, they bought it. They got the
right
egg
up against the windows as you leave. They look boring.
Actually, they're even more fun than that because the one person bought an egg to take a review, and what came in it was a Pinkie Pie brushie, a Pinkie Pie plushie, and 4 different minifigures.
Saying not for resale.
They're basically like the $4 minifigures you can find at Target sometimes. In all honesty, there's nothing too spectacular about this thing. It's more for the surprise than the actual merchandise within it.
And how much does it retail for?
$30.
That's me think so. It's got one of the big.
Each of the small ones is probably about $5. Plush is probably about $7. I don't know the big thing.
Well, actually, the little minis are more $4 if I recall the Target pricing.
That's what I said approximately.
So it's either right at about what you pay for them anyway, or maybe you're saving a little bit. Like maybe, if I'm not mistaken, you're probably saving like maybe at most like $2. Maybe okay. No, I'll give you a benefit of the doubt up to like $5.
With the random.
It's pretty much completely random though, so you may not even get anything you want. So if you're curious, it may be worth a shot, but you're not gonna get a lot of bang for your buck. And I think they said it best here. For $30, you're paying more for the surprise than what it actually has.
Although that egg does look like a good mold if you want to do some fun things with it.
Sure.
It looks like a giant rabbit, and somebody out there knows what the hell I'm talking about. We're gonna move on.
But it's good if you want to try and make a dragon egg for someone. Trust me, it is a pain.
He's crazy. Move on.
Moving on. All right, and actually, I'm gonna save that for last because I have a feeling we're just gonna go ham on that, but we're gonna go ham on this too. So China, 2 things from China, because we can. First off, Chinese knockoff pony playing cards. Say that 3 times fast.
Wait, is that a playing card with like a really sad scene of somebody dying?
Yes, that's exactly it.
But a really old fandom photo. I remember seeing that somewhere.
That was Applejack dying.
Yeah, what the fuck?
So yeah,
Coming down, I recognize a lot of this is actually.
So basically, what? So they just stole a bunch of fandom art?
Yep, they sold a bunch of fandom art. They put it all on a bunch of bad, cheap playing cards, and some of this isn't even fandom art. This is obviously knockoffs to their official vectors. The Celestia, I know, is a vector right there.
But I'm like looking through this, I'm like, I remember some of this art, like.
In fact, here we go. Yeah, here. Get a better look here.
It hurts the brain.
Tessera, that's it. I'm trying to remember his name. That Fluttershy one was from him.
I think the Applejack and Pinky as well.
You're saying, who'd you say it was?
Did you just mispronounce Citra?
Yeah.
That's what I was about to. That's why I was asking. It was like I'm pretty sure he meant Citra.
I am so tired right now.
Mm-hmm. Also, that one with the King of Clubs, yeah, that's just straight ripped from the show.
Some of them are. They're ripped from all over the place. There's one from the comics right there. There's a Twilight with like 3 different ponified versions of Panty and Stocking Garter Belt and Littlest Pet Shop. There's a bunch of them in different outfits.
Yep, China don't give no shit.
China does not care, which makes it both hilarious and terrible.
Terrifying?
Yeah, a little bit of both, really.
You know what's going to be funny, Circuit? Somebody's going to import these, and they're going to be for sale for like $15 a packet, like BabsCon.
I would so buy them, too. That's the sad part. I would so buy these.
Would you actually play with them, or would they just be to put on a shelf and confuse people?
I have 6 different pony playing card packs, and they have never been played with. I'm pretty sure that these would also be there to collect dust and show off.
Well, would you frame them all to put them around to confuse people?
No, I think I would just keep them in the box, and if I ever find somebody that wants to see something crazy and whimsical, I just put it on, like, look through these, and you'll never be the same again. But in any case, yeah, this is some really silly shit. So that's part one of China, and I think we'll do our captioning a little early with part 2 of China. The Pony Life is being used to help China prevent the spread of coronavirus.
And as I mentioned in the backstage, because I wasn't sure if it'd actually be here, I've scrolled through the comments. Someone has given the actual
Translation.
They have translated it. However, I think it'd be much more funnier if we go ahead and just open these up one by one and make a silly caption that if we can think of one immediately. Like this one. Applejack knows that coronavirus means waving your hoof and wishing it will go away is the proper way of the Chinese government. Wave your hooves, Chinese people, and wish for it to go away.
My
and
take on
wish
this
harder
is-
with a mask over your face.
You must
Yes, exactly.
wish harder. If you wish hard enough, masks will magically appear on your face.
and keep you safe. All hail the Chinese Communist Party.
I'm interested in that building in the background of that, though.
It kind of looks like a giant. It is a giant sundae.
Yes.
It is.
This is knockoff Sugar Cube Corner.
Would
The
that be
style looks Canterlot.
Powdered Sugar Park? It's Powdered Sugar Park.
There you go.
Rarity realizes that the blinds can actually move up and down. She has lost herself for hours moving these up and down as her marshmallows melt in her pot.
No, she's actually freaked out because it's doing it by itself.
Oh.
You see no I don't see no magic on that.
The ghosts are here to spread coronavirus. Be ready
The-
to run.
Also, I actually am kind of interested. Are you supposed to let your house air out or something because of this?
Yes.
Actually, yes. You let your house air out. Wear a mask at all times. They're actually pretty standard. Keep yourself healthy here.
Okay, what does Dash have to say for us?
All right. Well, yeah. Let's not dwell on
If you
this too
high,
long.
then you don't care.
Dash is flying so high that the coronavirus cannot affect her. Dash is an enemy of the Republic. She must be destroyed. Also, her Super Saiyan hair is ridiculous.
It just gets fluffier and bigger every time we look at her.
It has gone even further beyond Super Saiyan 3, if not 4.
No. Oh, hold on. Better.
Over 9,000 feet in the air.
If you're too awesome for the virus to catch you, you can't get sick.
No, I got a good one. Hold on, Vaguely Creepy's actually got some ones here, but let me do this one real fast. Rainbow Dash is flying 1 mile up in the sky. She's feeling good as hell.
Yeah, people.
Mile High Club, ladies and gentlemen.
Mile High Club joke, everybody.
Well, also, people have been combining with the Lizzo song "Good as Hell" for Pony Life.
But yeah, the mask keeps your wishes in your mouth so they can concentrate before they escape. Verity has discovered her home is being haunted by the world's most boring ghost. Vaguely, I hope you're in the caption contest because you really do need to be in the caption contest.
Yeah, see, I suck at this, so.
Yeah, I'm pretty decent.
Yeah. All right. Twilight Sparkle is reading many books about the coronavirus. Unfortunately, they only talk about beer, much to her excitement.
Twilight has read up on it, and the coronavirus was done by Americans to make China weak.
Why would I deal with real people out in social activities? This book's more better.
And see, I'm just looking at this and like, the possession has gone so far that her mouth is going into her eye now.
Twilight Sparkle
Yes,
has...
the demon has taken.
Yes.
No, better yet. Twilight Sparkle ate the mysterious cake that appeared at her front porch. Her reality has now been split, and her mouth is getting bigger as she speaks. Hopefully Twilight Sparkle will come down from this weird high.
She ate the cake that appeared on her doorstep. She got the coronavirus, obviously.
Yeah, and here we go, Fluttershy. Fluttershy smugly hints that she is actually a secret agent. Of course, she decides to chloroform herself to keep herself from talking. Fluttershy is not a great secret agent.
She just likes the smell of it, you know.
Yeah, no, better. Fluttershy has taken the spy Bonbon's equipment and is reporting her to the Chinese government.
I like circuits better.
Yeah. I can see where you're going with.
Nice.
I can see where you're going with it. It just needs to be worded better. All right. Oh, Clyde and Conquest has one. Fluttershy decided to pack candy. Too much for the bag to handle.
Ah,
Fair enough.
don't you hate it when that happens?
All right, and finally, Pinkie Pie. Pinkie Pie has eyed Big American Burger. Coronavirus has infected her immediately because it is not a Chinese dish, and thus she must be destroyed, else she infect the Republic. Long live Winnie the Pooh.
Pinky can get sick, so she's just gonna be a carrier.
Yep.
She's gonna spread it to everyone.
Pinkie is Agent Zero. She ate a Oh no, that's better. Oh, I like that better. Pinkie is actually Agent Zero. She ate tainted American burger and is now spreading the coronavirus, but she cannot be stopped.
Patient Zero.
I know what I said.
She's Secret Agent Zero.
She's Secret Agent Zero.
Secret agent.
Pinkie Pie is real cause of World War Z.
Holy shit, I'm back. Are you done with the news?
Almost. I just got...
Pretty much, yeah.
You are not done with the news because you know what's one thing you forgot?
What's that?
What?
March the 1st is coming up, and you better fucking know what that is.
Derpy Day.
Yeah, it is. It's Derpy Hooves Day coming up, y'all. I expect to see the best of derpiness out of all of you coming up because that's right. This
Go get your
Sunday,
muffins.
yeah, y'all better get ready to like have those muffins ready because it's the best day of all. Derpy Hooves Day, the day we celebrate the best of all horses, the gray, derp-eyed mare, who is just awesome. There we go.
Oh, so you mean Octavia?
Before somebody gets destroyed here, real fast. Before somebody gets destroyed, real fast. Legends of Equestria has their Winter Friendship Games coming up, starting on February 27th and on to March 1st. The early session starting 7 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time and late session 11 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time with opening ceremony there at 20. You can see all the information there, and it's all in Greenwich Mean Time. So make sure you adjust your clocks accordingly if you want to participate. This is in the Legends of Equestria MMO. I might try and take a look at it. However, admittedly, it's also on the same exact weekend as Rift Cafe Live, so I may not be able to do much of anything. But check it out. Regardless, because Winter Olympics and MMO, why could you say no?
Sorry, could you pronounce that time zone again for me?
Greenwich Mean Time?
Greenwich.
I don't know.
Bitch.
You're an annoying one, Mr. Greenwich. I'm moving on.
Well, you're just mad because both of us snuck up on you.
Toakoi, you don't have an opinion. Moving on.
See, at least I can hide behind that I failed all 4 years of my English classes in high school. So
Speaking of Toakoi, we do have our challenge of the week. And the challenge for this week was quills. But we also
Protest Initiative Challenge. I totally forgot. Soup! It was soup.
Yep.
That's right. Soup.
And in fact, this was an interesting one because we kind of berated on Toa a little bit until we could get it corrected. But let's get started on that actually because there's a bit of a story behind all this. So Toa we're going to start off with Toa right off the bat here. Toa is, of course, submitted a can of soup with a quill pen on a desk and me looking quite despondent. And some of you may be wondering, what in the world is that weird black thing that is sitting on his back? Well, apparently Toa opened his big mouth on Wednesday and is now officially classified as a Roomba.
I do clean up the shop while you guys are asleep.
Roomba.
Roomba.
Yep.
All right.
Hello, Archangel Furry Stormcloud.
Yep.
But yeah, so yeah, he apparently told us a Roomba. Now the joke that we had is after he was declared a Roomba, I officially declared that since he is now the official Roomba, that my cat Glitch is now officially part of the show and uses him as basically his ride along, as most cats tend to do with Roombas.
Also, we had something similar in Roan.
So after a little bit of back and forth, we kept arguing that Cat, of course, is riding on top of a Roomba and should be on his head. There was argument back and forth. However, he finally acquiesced, and we put Glitch on top of his head. He can grip it by the husk. However, the other thing we also mentioned is the fact that Glitch kind of looks a little small in here and needs to be of a bigger size. So once again, he acquiesced after convincing, and now we have the kitty beret on Toakoi.
I just like the progression where you just see a head, and with I think a tail, and just kind of keeps going.
Yep, that's what I did.
For now, we got a loaf.
Now we got the cat loaf. This is exactly what we need, though. This is the cat loaf.
An adult-sized cat, a fluff, a floof.
Yes.
Not a small bundle of danger, which is a kitten.
So for this entry, we are officially giving this the award. Toakoi has a cat for a head. And also, Toakoi is now official Roomba.
We can now officially say, hey, Toa, nice pussy.
Oh.
Seconds.
Of course, moving right along here, I also made one earlier today to fulfill this thing. I wanted to do one digitally, but time ran away from me, mostly because of events going on in a couple of games I've been playing, so apologies there. However, I did draw this one up at work and took a picture of it. So here we have Circuit over at Quills and Sofas, who decided to expand their stock to include soup. Unfortunately, it looks like they didn't exactly decide to make different kinds of soup, so he found a can of Quill soup.
I wouldn't eat that, no.
There's a reason he's supposed to be staring at it. Admittedly, I kind of got the eyes a little wonky.
Kind of a distant stare of looking over it.
Just like, if I don't acknowledge it, it doesn't exist.
There's something clearly much more interesting further along.
Well,
Don't look directly at the soup.
So we had the same idea, just have you not look at the soup and just feel like,
No, honestly though, I am kind of proud of myself of how much more I did with the art. I still need to work on the head a bit, but the tail hair, I'm kind of glad how poofy I got it, and also just the little background sign with the Quill and Sofa, and then just the tacked on and soup.
Sorry, Bagley's.
I haven't read it yet.
That came to my mind too. Why are you buying quills at the soup store?
because fuck you!
But yeah, that was my little take on the challenge of the week.
How are they going to keep it all stocked? I mean, they have problems trying to keep stock sofas and quills.
All right, and this doesn't exactly fall in, but of course it's Deathlight and his RPG group, so we're gonna throw it up here as we read.
Yep.
As we read,
Different
vaguely
group.
creepy.
It's just the orc that he is playing.
He's the orc.
Yeah, I'm the orc. All I heard was
The orc.
all I heard was the classes everybody was playing. I'm like, well, there's no dedicated fighter here, so I guess I'll play a barbarian orc because those guys are like the most sturdiest barbarians out there.
So
Exactly.
We'll
the place
chat
is fine.
over the orc.
can I make a joke here? So he's the
He's so out
orc.
of place.
You're the orc. The orc.
Orc.
Sure, now
Orc.
move that chat off the orc so the chat can see the orc.
Probably.
Sit old grizzled man.
There's his orc.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Them
Indeed.
abs.
All right,
The
so
picture's not even done yet. That person's trying to shade it, but it's just so funny because you're like, Anthro, big old mech robot, all futuristic looking. Then you got this classic orc from just sitting there.
Yeah, honestly, if I did D&D, I would go with the Warforged.
It's fantastic.
all right, so in any case, while everybody's looking at the awesome picture of awesomeness, we have a story from Vaguely Creepy for his submission called Coffee Break. So, I'm glad we got a head start, but don't you think we should have gathered a bit more information before we set off on this quest? Coldust asked, still looking as grumpy as he felt. Oh, well, yeah, but honestly, I also kind of wanted to excuse to dodge that weird guy who comes in with a box of chocolates every week, Circuit replied. Understandable, said Crazy Matt after a moment's reflection. By the way, welcome to the show, Crazy Matt. Glad you can make it. Perfectly reasonable, I'd say, agreed Suki. Scratching a few lines into his notepad with a quill, Circuit continued by adding, also, I figured we could stand to get a little caffeine while we work. Okay then, what do you remember from that day, Cole? Well, like I said, it was mostly just a blur, Cole replied, scratching his head. Pretty much. I woke up, I had some pancakes, got ready for work, went to get on the train, then a bunch of jumbled mess until I got home. Excuse me, I got your drinks right here, fellas, interrupted a barista as she walked up to the group's table. Opening a little flip book, she began reading off the orders. The obvious lines and bags around the young mayor's eyes made it clear how tired she was. Unbelievably hot chocolate for Mr. Cold Rust. Pausing in confusion, Coldust raised an eyebrow towards her. Sorry, that's Coldust, miss. Oh, my bad, she said, rubbing her eye before placing the drink down and consulting her notepad again. Und next we have, she began, attempting to affect a silly accent before continuing. Princess Espresso Supreme for a Mr. She started to say before trailing off, squinting at the writing blearily. Sir Kitman? Oh, close, but it's actually Circuit Main. Circuit corrected, not noticing that Coldust, who had been put back in a foul mood by trying to recall the incident in question, had decided to vent. Could we maybe just once? Coldust started, only to just as quickly fall silent. Perhaps this was because he noticed that the mayor had aimed a very peculiar look in his direction the moment she heard the agitated tone in his voice, which said some very peculiar things. Specifically, it said, "Listen here, you hay-headed ingrate. I am 10 hours into a 15-hour shift and running on nothing but an hour of sleep, 5 times the recommended daily allotment of caffeine, and concentrated spite. But I still have to pretend that I'm happy to talk to you because if I don't, I'll lose the only thing that's putting me through school and preventing me from having to move back home with my parents in the most flank backwards podunk mud pit in the country. So you better choose your next words very carefully. Otherwise, I absolutely will not hesitate to punch through this tissue-thin veneer of courtesy I'm putting up and choke slam all 4 of you through every solid surface of the celestial forsaken nightmare of a retail hellhole." Overwhelming silence settled over the group for a moment as our unstable death glare bored into the table at large. Ultimately, it was Circuit who broke the quiet, holding up the quill he also just broken in fear. "Possibly borrow a quill, since I seem to have broken mine?" She immediately replaced her expression with an almost perfectly normal smile once more before setting down their drinks and the quill she had tucked behind her ear. "Of course, if there's anything else I can do for you, just let me know." Unnerved by their brush with the deranged coffee brewer who was now trotting away like nothing had happened, the quartet stood up as one, took their drinks and notes, and headed out the door after leaving the tab and a healthy tip for the poor mare on the table. Pretty clearly, the station where Cole caught the train to work every day and where he last remembered not having the crisp pin would be the first stop on their investigation. The themes this week were, of course, quill pen and soup. And can you spot how they were added? And by the way, retail sucks. Vaguely Creepy's words.
You were having soup.
Besides, are you going to question her where the soup is at that point? I would be running the other direction, right?
And as someone who works in that sort of environment, it's not that bad. Unless you get certain people.
Anyway, I would like to give that one the Angry Retail Death Glare Award. Of course, Coldust, do you have some awards to hand out here before we go ahead and actually move on to what we've been trying to do?
I like all the entries that were made today. So you get the gold star from Cole, the cold star. Yes. It's a sticker with a lump of anthracite from the heart.
All right. And then with that, those were our submissions for this week's challenge. What?
Anthracite. It's a type of coal. It's the highest quality of coal. It basically has
No.
is like
No.
Yes, it does. Soup. I see it now.
It's the lies, isn't it?
oh my gosh.
The first letter of every paragraph.
Oh my gosh. Okay, never mind. All the points go to you, Vaguely Creepy. 10 out of 10.
Oh my god.
Fantastic.
Vaguely Creepy wins this week and next week. He has done it so well. He wins next week now.
You get 100% pure anthracite, sir. 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
So next week's challenge, Derpy. It's Derp. We're not just gonna give it Derpy Day. We're gonna give it a Derpy weekend. So I want you to draw a Derpy. Is it a happy Derpy? Is it a muffin Derpy? Are you just going to draw a big Derpy face? Are you going to tell a story about how Derpy managed to save all of Ponyville with nothing but a muffin and cold dust quill pen and a hat? Whatever you have at it, next week's challenge is simply Derpy.
And the Protest Initiative challenge this week is Derpy. That's what it was going to be all along, honestly. I was planning on just shoving that in there anyways. So I guess, for once, we are in agreement.
So they have to figure out how to get multiple derpies stuffed in there. Got it.
Either that or just
derpies as you can.
Derpy set.
Or
I will
super
take part
derp.
in this as well. More derpy, the better. I want to see a sea of derpies because Derpy is great and she deserves all the love and all the muffins.
All right, everybody. So, with that in mind...
So, shipping Cole and Deppy and having Cole dress up as Deppy. Got it.